Hello class 8th. Welcome again to the class of English. Under writing section we had already done a topic, notice writing, and today I am here with a new topic from the same section, that is writing. The topic is message writing today. Okay, let's start. Let's know what is message, how is it written. Dear students, a message is a short piece of information that is written for someone to whom you are unable to speak for some reason. Suppose you want to convey a message to someone and you make a call to that fellow, and due to one or the other reason that fellow is not present there, then you will convey the message to that person through someone else. This is written here that a message is a short piece of information that is written for someone to whom you could not speak due to some reason. Sometimes a message is passed on through a telephone. However, if the person for whom the message is meant is not available, then someone else receives the message and conveys it to the concerned person by writing it. Okay. So sometimes what happens, a message is passed through a telephone. What happens, a person for whom you want to convey the message is not available, then someone else will be receiving the message and will convey on your part to that person your message by writing that message. The main points of the conversation should be incorporated in the message accurately and clearly. Okay, whatever message has been conveyed by a person should be conveyed accurately and clearly. Not irrelevant details should be added to that. It teaches students to retrieve and interpret information. A message can also be written based on some written inputs. Means you would have got the hints, or there might be the conversation given in the question paper instead of a telephonic conversation. There may be telephonic conversation, or there may be certain hints given in the question paper on the basis of which you will have to write the message. For example, an announcement may be there, or some written notes may be there. On the basis of that, you are supposed to convey the message. Now, points to be remembered while writing a message. What are the things we need to keep in mind while writing a message? A message should be enclosed in a box. It should be written in the proper formats as shown in the next slides. Okay. Word limit should be 50 words. Message can be written as an informal or a formal note. But here I would like to add that oftenly the message is informal. Okay. But it may also be a formal note, right? In some cases. Now, what are the purposes for writing a message? Purposes for message writing, or what can be the topics of message writing? A message can also be written for any of the following purposes. To apologize, you may write a message. Means a message may be written to apologize, to call for the forgiveness. Okay, for example, sorry, I broke the flower vase in your room. I will surely replace it with a new one soon. In this way, this may be a topic for the message. To request someone to do something. Yes, another topic may be a kind of request to someone to do something. For example, while you go to buy vegetables, please get some Disprin as well from the chemist's shop. Third kind is to give instructions. Message may be written to give instructions. For example, please switch off the lights when not in use. Fourth is to warn. It's warn, not warm. W-A-R-N. Warn someone. Okay. To warn someone. For example, beware of the ferocious dog, very dangerous dog, lurking about in the compound, in the area before your home. A dangerous dog is wandering. Okay, so be aware of that. And next kind of topic may be to provide an explanation. for not being to do something. For example, sorry, I cannot go out with you tonight. So these may be the purposes or the topics of writing a message. Sorry. Next is good message has the following essential features. A short piece of information written using an informal note. Tone means a tone. I had already told that message will be informal and the tone will be informal and it will be short piece of information. It is concise and to the point. It will be short, it would be to the point. It contains the date and time when the message was written. When the message will be written, the time and date is to be mentioned. The name of the person for whom the message is meant will be written. The name and signature of the person who has written the message will be written. Okay, what are the things? Date and time, and then name of the person to whom this message is being sent, name and the signature of the person who has written the message. These are essential features of the message. Now let's see the format of a message. So while you will write a message, at the very beginning it is the heading. Message writing begins by writing the word message. Where is it to be written and how is it to be written? It is to be written in bold and capitals. Okay, and it is written in the middle of the line. So the heading will be message, word message, MESSAGE. It is to be written in capital letters. Here it is not written in capitals. It is to be written in capital and bold letters and in the middle of the line. This is done in order to catch the attention of the person for whom the message is drafted. This attracts the attention of the person for whom you have written that message. Then in the next line you will write the date. Where is it to be written? Date is written on the left hand side of the page in the second line. Okay, and it is written in expanded form. Okay, like you may write it April 18, 2020. Then time also is to be written, when and where. What time? Time can be written both on the left or right side of the message. However, it is preferable for you to mention it on the right side in order to show a wise usage of space. Okay, in the same line, in the second line, on the left side you may write the date and on the right side you have to write time. Okay, and in between there will be space, and on the above line in the middle will be message. The next is salutation. Salutation, you know, before writing, salutation is when you address someone like dear or you call the name. Okay, that is before writing the main content or main body of the message. It is important to address the reader, and it helps in avoiding ambiguity and appears to be polite. It appears to be very polite and it avoids any ambiguity. Ambiguity means to be unclear, means there won't be any ambiguity, non-clarity of the matter. It should be clear when you will be writing the salutation. Next part of format is body. Then comes the main body of the message. It is the main content of the message wherein you provide all the information that needs to be conveyed to the person you are unable to contact. Okay, so it is the main content of the message, and here you will provide that information you want to supply to a person who was not available at the time you wanted to give that information to him or her. It is important to stick only to vital information and keep the body of the message short and crisp. As I had already told you that there is no need to add irrelevant information. Only that particular message which was given by someone, you will convey that in that manner only. It should be short, it should be crisp. Avoid using long sentences. And then when the main body is done, it is written, then comes sender. Once you are done with the body of the message, mention your name or the one given in the question. You may write your name, or preferably you should write the name given in the question paper, or you may write XYZ or ABC, okay, instead of writing your original name. And where is to be written? It is to be written on the left side of the page. This helps the reader to identify the sender of the message. Okay, the receiver will understand, the reader of the message will understand who has sent this message when you will write the name, and you have to put your signature above the name on the left side of the line, and then enclose the message within a box. Then put the content into the box. In this way your message is complete. Now let's do a question of message writing to be solved in the class. It is our class, and here is the question. You will see the question, and then you have to frame the message. Question will be in this form. The following is a telephonic conversation between Mr. Kumar and Mr. Sharma. Is it clear? Mr. Kumar is making a call to Mr. Sharma as Mr. Sharma is leaving the shop early. And on the other hand, Mr. Sharma is leaving the shop, he is closing the shop, or he is leaving the shop early. He leaves a message for the manager, Mr. Dua. Okay, so he has to send the message to his manager, Mr. Dua. But first read the conversation and write the message. So you have to understand the conversation first, then only you will be able to understand who has given what message and to whom that message is meant for. Okay, so let's see the conversation, which goes like this. It's the call from Mr. Kumar. Mr. Kumar says, hello, can I talk to Mr. Dua? And the phone is received by Mr. Sharma. He says, he has gone out on business. Can I help you? Then Mr. Kumar says, I am Kumar. All the goods supplied by your firm were delivered. Okay, whatever material means they had, Mr. Kumar had ordered some goods, some things, and they were delivered by the firm of Mr. Dua. However, he has a complaint. However, some flower vases were broken. But some of the flower vases in those goods were found broken. Please ask him if they will be replaced. Please make it sure from him whether he can get those flower vases replaced or not. And also tell him that I will make the payment in 2 days time. And also tell him that if he will be replacing the broken flower vases, then I will be making the payment within the time of 2 days. Now Mr. Sharma says, I will inform him when he comes back and will ask him to get back to you. Okay, this was the message. Whenever he comes back, I will give the message to him and he will talk to you, he will contact you. Mr. Kumar says, thank you. So dear students, it was the question. Okay, now on the basis of this information or conversation, you have to draft the message. And now how the message will be drafted, let's see an example. I hope it is clear. You can see at the top, in the middle, it is written message in capital and bold letters, M-E-S-S-A-G-E. I would like to make it clear to all students that oftenly you make a mistake writing the spelling of message. You oftenly write M-A-S-S-A-G-E, and M-A-S-S-A-G-E is another word, and that is massage. Okay, if you will be making use of A in place of E in this word, then that will become massage. But here it is not massage. Massage has a different meaning. Here it is message. Okay, so at the top it is message. In the second line on the left side, you can see in expanded form the date is written. Date is written towards the left arrow, you can see. And number one, what is written? The word message is written on the, you can see here. Look, this is, yes, this is number one. The word message is written on the top in certain, in the center in capital letters, and it should be underlined. Look, it has been underlined. And then second thing comes date. Number two, date is written towards the left. 2nd March 2020, whatever you may write you have to write the date of the day when you are writing the message. And then number 3, you can see Number 3 is here, back. Yes, here is number 3. Look, this is number 3. The time is written towards the right. Look, this is 11 a.m. And then what is number 4? In the next line it is salutation, Mr. Dua, because this message was meant for Mr. Dua. So Mr. Dua, and then it is next number it is body, means body text, main body of the message. Who called, why he called, and follow up if required, mean what was the message he wanted to supply. So here it is written. If it is not clear to you, I am going to read it out. Please listen to me carefully. The main body is like this. There was a call from a customer, Mr. Kumar, for you. Who is customer? Mr. Kumar. There was a call from a customer, comma, Mr. Kumar, for you. All the goods supplied by us have been delivered. A few flower vases were found broken, and Mr. Kumar has requested for their replacement. He will make the payment in 2 days' time. This is up to date, precise, short, up to the mark message or main body of the message. Okay, and then number 5, person who writes in the message, it is Sharma. Okay, it is the message of Kumar being conveyed through Mr. Sharma to Mr. Dua. Okay, and after this name is written, you may put signature above Sharma. So this is the message. You have to write all the messages like this. Next is marking scheme. Let's understand marking scheme. Message writing format for class 8th. Message, date, time. The word message, date, time, and at the last name and signature. You will get 1 mark for it. Half mark for this above part, message, date, time, and half mark for signature and name. 1 mark for it. And main body of the content, this message would carry 2.5 marks. It would carry 2.5 marks, and 1.5 mark for fluency and accuracy, means expression. How you have written the main body, how many spelling mistakes are, what is the grammatical accuracy, that will carry 1.5 mark. Total 2.5 plus 1.5 equal to 4 plus 1, 5 marks. Message will be of 5 marks like this. And now here is the homework. There are 3 questions I am going to give you, assign you. You have to write the answers of all those, and 1 question we already have done in the class. So total there will be 4 messages to be written in the notebook, and you will also write 1 more if you can. Means total 5 messages for the practice in your notebook. This was first. This is question second. You can note down this question while pausing the screen. Okay, and this is question number 3. You can pause the screen and you will note down the question, and then you have to write the answers of these questions. Okay, I hope you might have understood everything. This was about message writing. Probably you would have done the same topic in previous classes also, but again it has been discussed, and now do it. And this is the end of the topic. Stay safe, stay healthy, and be indoors. If you are having any problems, you may make a call to me anytime. It was your teacher Narendra Kumar, PZ English, Kendriya Vidyalaya Naleti. Thank you very much. Have a good day.